What's up, Havoc? How we doing, man? Good to see you in chat. Been there, done that. You know, we're not doing too bad. Allie, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, we're not doing too bad tonight, you know? We got some fun stuff planned tonight, hopefully. We'll see how long I can last. But yeah, it's been, you know, I can't complain today. It's a Friday. Make sure we all like the stream. Gotta make sure we like the stream. Gotta like streams. Come on now. Gotta do us a solid. Let me get my copy that. Let's make sure we get our Discord pinned here. Always gotta make sure we pin that Discord. Oh, is today your birthday, Allie? I didn't know today was... I thought you were saying it was like over the weekend or something. Mazel tov on the birthday. Cheers to that. Rob's Mad World. Man, see, doing the Lord's work for me. How do you not like the stream? My man. Yeah, Havoc, dude. Tired is just a perpetual state of living for me at this point. I just live in a perpetual state of exhaustion. It's bad. It's very bad. But, you know, we do it. Yeah, we do what we can. So, Allie, is this like is this, I don't know. You're not allowed to ask a woman how old you are. So the best way to say this, is this a 29th birthday, or have we not hit a 29th birthday yet? Again, that'll tell you how old I am, that I know people who start celebrating their 29th birthday multiple times. Shield Flyer, what's going on? Good to see you, boss. Shit. Let me move this stuff. Someone did Enoch. 29th lol. There we go. That's it. That's it. Get in. Get in. That's what we like to see. Yep. There you go. Yeah, it's the older you get, it's never fun. I hate getting old. I didn't realize. You ever have one of those moments? Yeah, RTB's not doing too bad, Shield Flyer. I'm not gonna lie. TB's going pretty well. I'm gonna start doing some battles now that we got a couple of you guys in here. Just start getting some random stuff done. Let's go over here first. Havoc, yeah. So for roster reviews, what I'll kind of do, I open them up for the sake of my sanity. What I've been doing recently is trying to keep it to my channel members and then just super chats at this point, only because I want to try to. Some of the free ones have kind of, you know, they lose some of the value and me trying to get through them, and then people start super chatting. So I just was trying to keep it to the, you know, channel members super chat, especially because I don't live stream a lot. So try to get the channel members and the super chats their time to shine, kind of thing. Good counters. What do I want to do here? You know what? It's just rats. All right. Let's actually summon this guy. Yeah, that'll work. And then we can swipe. And then let's hit you with this. And then I actually think I want to poke and get rid of all their retribution. Oof. Not good. All right, let's just get into ultimate here. I freaking hate. I cannot say how much I hate the Haven for what they do with these stupid battles. Ah, darn it. Well, we're not going to get any revives this time. Alright, we're just going to go... I think I do want to try to... I'm going to see if I can stun Ezra. At least get a little bit of... Okay, there we go. And then... Alright, we can just try to target that. Yep, that's fine. Game, set, match. Get some more kills, and you should die. There we go. Alright, 2 out of 2. That's it. Get in. Oh, I love Kylo. Kylo, I love you. Alright. Sith boys here. Alright, I want to link you up. I want to link you up. And then... I want to actually hit you with that. Let's just summon the droid, because I can. Alright, fear everybody. And try and kill this Mong. Just kill him. I want their fear to stick. Yep, that's it, Malik. Okay, now let's drain away. Yep, okay, go over here. And I can keep these guys alive because they're linked, so it's not as big of a problem for me. Oop, he died. That's not good. Alright, I need to get rid of this dude or else we're going to be in for some serious problems there. Get rid of that retribution. Okay, call everybody in. We haven't lost anyone yet, which is actually kind of crazy for this. Boris, what's going on? Alright, there we go. Lead that off of Bane. Alright, let's just do this to you. And then let's fear everyone. And let's link you. And let's link you. Okay. Let's just try to get rid of Rex. Because I've got the damage dealers linked up, so that's okay. There we go. Alright, got the droid. Sorry, guys. I have to. I promise. I have to focus on Haven. Haven's kind of one of those stupid planets where I actually have to focus on what I need to do, or else it's just like a mess. Okay, throw Dooku under stealth because I can. I mean, I don't know why I'm linking these guys. It doesn't matter, but I just can do it. What's the special debuff? That's the whole brainworms thing. You lose 5% health per stack. Ignores protection. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. It's like, it's unique to Haven for TB. It's like only like a couple of like they have like certain modifiers on some of the planets, and I feel like the dark side ones really like the brainworms can really screw with you if you're not careful. Brainworms is really stupid. Allie, so forget Agnards, he's a tool. When we gonna collab? DM. Hit me up in the DMs and we can sort that out for you. We can make sure we get something going there. All right. Right? I don't need to give up any of those characters. Let me make sure. Cool. Those are done. All right, yeah. So I can use whoever I want here. I feel like I've used this. This is my normal team. I don't know what I'm like, yeah. All right, hit them up with the debuffs. Okay. Of course, I have to spread that damage out. Get rid of that on her. Oof, yikes. All right. Let's see. Oh my gosh, this stupid counters are so annoying. I really don't like to hit ult with Lord Vader in this tier because it just messes me up, I feel like. But this is a problem because Reva is just taking way too much damage. And I don't know if I... Okay, that's good. Okay, that's fine. We got one of them dead, which is good news for me. Yup, heal up. There you go, Lord Vader. That's it. That's it. Just do your thing, buddy. Yep, just do your thing. Yep, that's it, bud. That's it. Just do what you do, buddy. Just do your thing. That's it. And he died of sadness. There we go. All right, now we're cooking with gas. All right, get me my thing there. Enter ultimate. Go. Oh, come on. How does Ezra die? Okay, well, that guy died. Target you. Can I get a kill? Yes. Not that it matters, but it's fun. Can I get them all one more time? Can I get them all one more time? Nope. There we go. Cat Daddy, should I round out my SLKR by finishing his alt and getting the last 50 shards, or going to Jabba? I'm not sure. What do you like? Do you need 50 shards of Kylo and then get his alt? Like, are you ready for Kylo? Like, what's the? I need more context than that to be able to answer that question. I need a bit more context than that. Once we get done with this. All right. Oh, not Fulcrum. Not Fulcrum. All right, this battle always starts out so hairy. This one starts out so hairy. Thank goodness. Okay. QA. Let's just get rid of these stupid guys back here. All right, there we go. Keep going here. Yep. Go under that with Kylo, with Qui-Gon. Hit expose. There we go. This mission is, you guys will watch, this mission is like 1,000,000 times easier than the ones where you have to fight the Empire units. It's not even funny. This mission is just, I love, this mission is so much less like just stupid. Because you don't have to fight the Empire and their dumb million assists. Now, I do have to baby this because I want to go into... Don't do too much. Come on, I need Commander Tano to take another... There we go. All right, now we can go full bore. I can do whatever I want here. I do want to save that. Let's try and use this. Can I get it? The one character I wanted to start with full turn meter. The one character I wanted to start with full turn meter. Look at this. I mean, that is like just... It just is so dumb. Okay. Let's just do that. Get rid of her, though. And now we can kind of just cruise control. Now I can press auto. Because at this point, I think we should be safe. Alright, so Cat Daddy says, yes, I need to do tier 3 once for the last of his shards, and the 10 rotations getting alt, but I just got all the Rex for Jabba. I mean, I would just get Slicker because you're, like, you're that much closer on your tickets to having him. And then you can just worry about getting Jabba after you get SLKR. That's just personally what I would do. Like, you're that close to Kylo, you may as well just get him. I mean, and the other question is, how many Zetas do you have on hand? Do you have enough Zetas to do both? If you only have to pick one... Like, if you only have enough Zetas for one, then Jabba's the answer. But if you have enough Zetas for both, get Kylo now. Because Kylo's so much better. Or I shouldn't say Kylo's so much better. You do them both because getting Kylo now is better than waiting for Jabba and the other way. But if you only have enough Zetas for one, then Jabba's the answer because Jabba's better. Sorry. I was getting ahead of myself. Alright. This is where the fun begins. Come on now. Come on, buddy. Oh, that's a ball buster. That is not good for me. That is really not good. Oh, boy. All right. Holy cow. Come on now. No! You gotta be kidding me. That's it. That's game. That is... If I get a wave here, I'm lucky. Them killing Drogon with that is just a freaking nightmare. This is an awful run. Ugh. Alright. Let's just try and get a wave out of this. Let's just try to get a wave out of this. We'll at least get Adrad back. Nope, didn't even get him back. Can't even get him back. Alright, let's see if we can do some farming here. Oof. I'm just trying to farm on the probe droid because I can get, I want to build up my ultimate charge for next phase. Yikes. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. Okay. Alright, we're close to full ult. That's good. There's full ultimate. Alright, we at least have a chance now. It's not great. It's not great, but we at least have a chance at just calling in ultimate to start. All right. Boy, here we go. Come on, can we finish this off? Not good. That's not good. Okay, I do think... Yeah, I knew he would die from sadness. Come on now. Katia, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing it, you know. We are living the dream. All right, we're going to get Adrad back here. We get Adrad back here. I might pull this off. No shot. No shot. I've never done this without Drogon. Let's freaking go. Oh my gosh. Come on now. Come on now. Get in! Get in! Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys recognize how ridiculous that was to pull off without Drogon. Oh my gosh. Man, I'm kind of pumped about that. I know that's so stupid to get pumped about, but man, after that opening, you lose Adrad, you lose Drogon. Let's go. Ali, I mean, probably wasn't streaming when you did that. 14 months. If I had, like, Arnold's air horns and stuff, I would, you know, blow an air horn or something, but I don't have that. I unfortunately don't have air horns for stuff like that. But much appreciated, Allie. It's been a journey. It's absolutely been a journey. All right, so now we've got 2 more missions to do here. Let's do the fun one first. Who actually wait, no, I gotta do this first. That's right. Don't be stupid, Phil. Make the right choices, Phil. Yep, gotta do the stupid battle first here. Yep. Stupid, yeah. See? I've been messing up all over this, TB. Gotta do the smart battle first. Alright, yep, just hit Yoda up with this. So what you guys are going to watch here is that you only just... Allie sending out memberships. Let's go. Allie going off on... There we go. Look at that. Getting us rolling here. Well, she's already got a roster review coming, but she is very gracious with that. Thank you, Allie. Oh, man. As I was saying, what you're trying to do here is you're trying to juice JML's ultimate, and you need to be able to gain this buff. So you have your, you just use the basic on, like, whatever character you're trying to farm ult on. And then it just goes super easy. And there's General Skywalker. So, yeah, we're just going to basic with him. And look, everybody's got all their stupid stacks, but I can just keep going on GMY here, and it's not a big deal. Ezra, okay, you're out of that, so I can basic again. Okay. Give me some turn meter. Basic. Okay. All right, now I want to call Ezra to assist. Just use Ezra. Ezra to assist, because then Ezra deals damage, and then he calls other people to assist. So we get some bonus damage with him. Just do a basic with you. Okay. And then I can do this. Basic. Oops. Ah, darn it. Messed that up. Oh well. We'll get into the next wave here. Just hit our ult. Yes, and as Ali said, make sure you all join I have the link to the Discord pinned. Make sure you guys join that. All right. I just want to basic with Ezra. I like keeping him non-disturbed of the stupidness. Okay, hit that up. So look, this is what I always try to show people this. This is what I like to do with General Skywalker. If you lead off with it with the JML special, you'll actually follow up with his AoE, and then I get to go and follow up with an armor shred, and then because of his kit, he'll automatically do another AoE. So it's pretty nice that he'll just kind of constantly be... He gets to use like AoEs and back-to-back turns without jacking up his cooldowns. It's really nice. Alright, just basic along. Then everyone's stuff is just going to be so jacked up here for a bit because of the... It's okay. Give Ezra some turn meter. Ezra can almost cleanse us all off. Go. Okay, AoE again. Hit JML up with that healing. Call Ezra. Call Ezra. Basic. See, look here. Look. Special AoE. And then my next turn, what you guys will see once we get there. Come on. Let me get there with gas. There we go. I can armor shred, and then I get another AoE. So you just can completely jack up their cooldowns and back-to-back, like back-to-back turns. That's my PvE trick. I mean, I shouldn't say it's mine. I know a lot of people that use it, but it's super effective to helping make your General Skywalker a heck of a lot better. All right. That one's down. Then the next fun one. And then come here, and I use you, and we'll throw in Cup just for the fun of it, give you guys a show. We'll throw Cup in. Not that it really matters who that is, but we'll throw Cup. All right, just go after you. Doesn't matter. Just give me protection up right now. That's all I need you to do. Basic. There goes a sudden whirlwind. Heal up Rey. Basic again. So, guys, what you're seeing, and again, I know if you've watched me do TB before, you know, I encourage people to kind of think outside of the box with your teams. So, if you have Rey and you're looking at this team, building this team is not hard, right? And you don't need Ben Solo for this, by the way. You do not need Ben Solo for this team to work. I only do it with Ben Solo because I have him. But it's a very easy team to just build up with Rey, Padme. Like, these are all, Cup I get was a light speed bundle, but like Padme, Kenobi, they're both Galactic Legend requirements. It's not challenging to build this team and make it work, and it's brilliant because if you really baby it like I am, and you don't just try to blast your way through it, you will absolutely just clear these waves without any problem. Like this last guy, I'm going to baby so I build up more lifeblood. There we go. Get a heal off from Padme. Build up some more lifeblood on Kenobi. Want to make sure he's topped off going into the next wave. So I'm not too concerned about us, just hit him up with a sudden whirlwind, and we're good to go. All right, hit one of the side guys. Basic. Basic. Ult. I didn't realize Ben had offense down. I wouldn't have used that. Oh, well. Heal up. Let's get rid of that crap. Ah, darn it. I don't like that. I hate that stupid... What is this thing? Provoked? I hate that. Because it's just going to eat away at my precious lifeblood that I've been building up. Come on. Get me into ultimate. Get me into ultimate. Ooh, I do have a... Okay, Sudden Whirlwind, his face. And I can still maybe try to kill this guy. Ugh, rats. Alright, let's target you. Nice, Padme. We'll take that. Just wish I could cleanse this offense down off of you, but Padme's ability blocked. And GK's not going to get a turn. It is what it is. With Rey, in, like, with her ultimate... I went in damage immunity on one moron. Should not have done that. But with Rey and TB, you're not... I don't really use her ultimate as a form of, like, damage. I use her ultimate more as a form of, like, protection. Like, I know I can keep going with it, so I'm just going to use it to kind of keep my team alive for a little bit. You're not really... It's not as much about the damage as it is, like, okay, they can't take damage for a turn. I will take that all day long. Empire Life is back. What's up, man? Yeah, dude, the Mod Mondays, I gotta get back at them. I was getting close to vacation, and then I got super, I'm not gonna lie, I got really impatient the one day and, like, spent all my materials. And then another time, I just was like, ah, crap, I don't have the time to make this video. But I promise it will be returning. Gotta get back to it. It's hard for me because I'm, like, it goes against everything I do to, like, not spend, to, like, not leave mod materials just sitting in my account. Ugh, what a waste that was. Keep going here. Keep going. This guy should be going down here soon. There he goes. Yeah, mods are the best. Mods to me is just like a, you know, it's the gift that keeps on giving. All right, so I've got you. Hey, dude, I love... TB is like it's just like a cleansing for me. It's like a cleansing experience. Like, all right, I get to play something that's like... that I get to control a little bit. I can get behind that. Okay. Basic away. I don't want anybody getting confused right now. There's our... Alright, we got our contract. Good. Let's spread some dots around. Or dots. Let's spread some thermals around. Come on, give me some kills. Oh, let's go. Oh my gosh, that was sick. I didn't expect to kill all of them. Let's go. All right. I take that. Every single kill in a mission, I take that. Oh, that is going to hurt some people. Come on. I mean, that's going to kill Kira. Can I kill Han too? Let's go. Love to see it. Vandor Chewbacca, the Zeta's kicking in. We're dealing all the reduced damage because he's got advantage right now. But let's kill L3. I haven't even... Great one. I haven't even done any GAC. GAC is literally only going to happen if I do like a battle or two. I don't know if I'm gonna do much tonight. I normally wait, give myself some time. I've gotten to the point where for me GACs, I need a lot of time to kind of think through them a little bit. It just gets it for me. It helps. I don't know. Like I'm just kind of guy where I kind of think through my GAC attacks a lot. Probably overthink it, but we do what we can. Now, I did want to save this battle. We're getting closer to when I'm going to start roster reviews, and again, we'll talk about rules and everything. But I do have... I forgot I have Relic 9 Oppo now. Oh my god. That's so bad. Alright, I did all those missions. Okay, I need that X-Wing. But I'm going to try to just cheese this battle. We're just going to try to cheese this. There's no reason for me not to try to cheese this right now. So we're gonna just try to cheese this. If we can get like a Death Trooper Peridia death here, that would be great. Or like, not you. Anybody but Enoch dying here. Like one of the other remnants would be great. Yeah. See, like I don't want Enoch to die. I just can't have him die. No. Oh my gosh. So everyone's... No. Darn it. Yeah. Shorty, of course, survives. Ugh. That was worth it. I listen, we were trying to cheese it. If I had the full remnants, I think we get that done. But that's coming in the future. It's coming in the future. All right. I do have to do my... I did the fleets on Mandalore already. And then, okay, I need to do that. Okay, let's do the one with Ghost first. And I don't get to use... Executor here because I platoon that, so I've got to do Sith. You, and you. Yeah, just start with so much friggin' turn meter. Just hit that. They're gonna get contracts so early, it's not even funny. But if I could get some turn meter rolling here, we should be okay. There's my first bit of turn meter. That was stupid. Why did I do that? How did he dodge that? How does he dodge that? It doesn't even have the... Okay, fine. He's got Mark at least. That's fine. Ugh. What a mess. Played this all wrong so far. Heal up. I feel like Razor Crest is the one I want to get rid of there. Jeez Louise. Okay. Turn meter. That's right. I did the wrong move with Mark 6. Idiot hour. Ugh. What a mess. Okay. Just do this. Give me more turn meter. Okay. Oh my gosh. From IG88, it'll be a good day. It's just literally all I need to do is farm turn meter from him. If I can just farm turn meter from him, I'm okay. Okay, fear him, because that's just what I'm going to have to do right now. Well, I hope you guys... I'm getting a note that you guys are getting, like, buffering. I do apologize if stream is lagging. I do my full apologies if stream is lagging. And that was... yeah. Ugh. This is gonna take forever, man. Stream is fine. Okay, cool. I'm just getting... I have a, like, note in my YouTube thing that, like, your quality sucks on your stream, so... I do know I have some storms going on in the area, so just trying to keep everybody informed there. Come on, get rid of this guy. I should have stunned IG88. Oh, well. All right. Come on. There we go. All right, I think this should be close. Now we can whittle him down. This is exactly what I get for having to platoon my, there we go, executor, of having to do much longer fleet fights than necessary. But it works. It works. All right, and then I can come over here and do one that is just annoying too. All right, let's go in here. Okay. Go here. Come on, give me... So, there we go, all right. Let's get those crits in. Can we try and kill you? Let's go, all right. All right. Keep going. Alright. Bring in Cassian's U-Wing. Let's go. That was way too smooth. That was way too smooth for a profundity battle in TB. Normally you're like hanging on the seat of your pants Whew. All right. And I can still give that away. There we go. I think that's TB there. That was way too good. That was way too good for me. I think I maxed every, I mean, outside of the one Hail Mary that we threw. That was pretty well maxed right there. I mean, that's solid enough. We'll take that. All right, folks. So here's the way that we are going to work our roster reviews, if you will. So we're going to do channel members and super chats is, as always, is the priority. We're going to try to get through those. Allie is going to get the, like, if she wants one, we're going to open up the floor for her first. She's member for 14 months, just gifted 5 memberships. So Allie gets to do the first save if she wants one, or if she wants to choose someone, whatever she wants. Allie, the floor is yours. I'm going to go ahead and grab another beer. Allie, do you want one? It's I know you said Jax, but Allie, are you yeah, come on now. Let's get something going here. Come on, Allie. I have your, you tell me what you're looking for. We've got you, your roster's on speed dial. Allie's roster's on speed dial. You don't need to drop the ally code. Where is it at? It's down here somewhere. All right, Allie, we're almost at 10 million GP. You're coming up on a big milestone. So what are we thinking, Allie? What are we thinking here? Where are you going next? I'm trying to remember to keep up with what's everything that's happening here. What's up, Tainted? Yeah, speed dial. Come on, man. We got to use a little bit of... There's a bunch of people. Every, like, 20-year-old is like, what the hell is speed dial? Like, I mean, I'm young, but I'm not that young. But I don't remember what speed dial is. Okay. Lord Vader farming, Darkside Ray, and new Bad Batch. Okay. Alright, so let's get Ray. I'm going to tell you to take her to Relic 7, which I know is not going to be popular amongst a lot of people, but I would take her to Relic 7. She... Very similar to, like, Ben Solo, I would say the same thing. Ben and Rey, at your galactic power, at 10 million, Allie, I know a lot of that does come from your Lightspeed bundles, but with those 2 units, I think they're a little bit too important to their GLs to not give them the respect on the relic levels. Because with Rey especially... It's the health that we need to be juicing up. We want to really juice up that health. So the more health that we can give her, the longer that she's going to be sticking around, the more that she'll survive. So I'm thinking we get to Relic 7 there only because it's going to increase your health pool, and that's going to be the most important thing. Similar situation with Ben Solo. I gotta be a little bit picky there. Let's get him going, but that's more so because of the offense, his special offense. We want to be juicing that special offense as much as humanly possible. We want to make it stupid good. So, definitely recommend Relic 7s on both of those characters. And then with a spare Zeta, again, I gotta recommend her own path. This Zeta on Commander Tano, that's going to allow you to actually use Commander Tano with your Rey. So the sooner you get it, I know Zetas for you are on short supply, but her own path on Commander Tano is way too important. That's got to be the Zeta to apply to really make, putting Commander Tano in a Rey team is just, it's kind of broken, and it will throw a lot of people for a loop. Let's just put it that way. Then you said you're getting Lord Vader farming. Lord Vader farm. So you're working on charts for the new Bad Batch, and you have the old Bad Batch there. So now, bounty hunter wise, Fennec is Relic 7, okay. Embo's at his required level. Zam is at her. Fennec's a job, but Zam is there. Okay. I forget which ones are Lord Vader and Kenobi. They all kind of run together. All right, so clones, you need... Arc Trooper needs to be 8. Okay, so we're close there. Echo's done. All right. Those look to be in pretty good shape. Oh, yeah, we got to keep the yawn count going. Y'all know that there's going to be more coming here. Tarkin 7, good. I'm trying to see, are there any... I don't think there's any other empires besides just Tarkin. Okay, Galactic Republic, so we need... Alright, so gas, that's got to be Relic 8. Alright, so we still have a little bit of work here. Okay, so we still have a little bit of work on General Skywalker. That's going to be the biggest one. And then I would say, too, I know they're in short supply for you, Allie, so, grace where it's given. But eventually, we probably want to think about getting some Zetas on the 5-0 first, just because it is a really nice team to kind of have in your back pocket, but nowhere near as important as your Zetas on your Lord Vader team. One thing I am going to tell you with Lord Vader, I would heavily, and it looks like you've done some levels of investment with the Dark Side clones, I'm going to heavily recommend some level of investment in the Dark Side clones when they go farmable. Because, and I'll kind of phrase it like this. Your investment in your empire at the moment, you don't have the relics on your Royal Guard. You don't have Thrawn relics. You do have the Inquisitors, which is nice. You have Ninth Sister to use in there. But you don't have Zetas on Maul. So it's one of those things where instead of trying to make all those investments in relics and, Zetas, we might be better off just kind of focusing on the new Dark Side clones. So I'd kind of think about doing that, kind of put that in your back pocket, that maybe as you get Lord Vader up and running, kind of build a team for a little bit, but really start focusing on the Dark Side clones, and then you've got a great Lord Vader team, got a team for the raid, kind of kill two birds with one stone there. I think that's going to be your a really good ticket. So, yeah, I like I'm a big fan of the farming plan because, now that I remember, I know we had this conversation, and I think that's the way that I would want you to go here. And then I feel like you knew this was coming. We've got to keep working on the ships. Whether, I think for you, I kind of feel like both Leviathan and Profundity are a little bit further away. They're both not close. But again, just some food for thought there. You've at least got the relics. I think you got the Lightspeed bundle for the Profundity, so you at least have some relics. You have somewhere to start here that if you wanted to go after Profundity, it's not that hard, and then you at least have 2 of those ships ready to go. But I would make sure that we're not ignoring your fleets, because, you know, fleets are that important. Profundity is the next one. Yeah, good. All right, yeah, and remember with Profundity, it doesn't need to go beyond, like, 4 or 5 stars. It really doesn't. You don't need to rush it to 7-star by any stretch of the imagination. It's not that good. So, otherwise, I think a lot of it is just, you know, as Nooch Too Good loves to say, finish your farms. And I think you know that enough because you are a member of the channel and you are very active in chat and you ask a lot of good questions. So, listen, you're in good shape. Don't worry about trying to get ahead of yourself. Just kind of stay on your path. Stay focused. And you're going to be in a good place. So, that's what I got for you, Allie. And again, you know the drill. Listen, that, you know, roster reviews are great on stream, but you know the drill. Members only section. Ask all those questions. You know how that works. I don't have to tell you that whatsoever. Oh, yeah, you're super close to Profundity. Relic, yeah, just, I mean, I should, you know, super close. Relic 5 to 8 and 9 isn't bad. Relic 3 to 5, Relic 5 to 7, yeah, you're on the doorstep. So, yeah, I think you're in plenty of good shape there. You need Watts, Zeta. Yeah, dude, yeah, Wavy Tone, seriously, Profundity is the one capital ship of those GL ones that it's just not really worth rushing. I shouldn't say it's not really worth rushing. With all the changes that came out to Executor, all the changes that came out to Leviathan, it doesn't really need... It's not good enough at 7 stars that you're, like, guaranteed to beat those every single time. And at 4 stars, it's going to beat everything else in the game. All right, so what was... I think the next one Allie was pointing out was... Next channel member was Jack... Reagan, let's see. There we go. Let's pull this. Oops. There we go. Jack, Reagan. I think I got that. So Jack is a recent channel member here. So, Jack, is this your account, Jedi Mind Tricks? With all... I had no idea that you wailed out on the dark side clones. I would have had no clue, man. No, it's all good. We don't judge here. I'm very jealous that you have those guys because that's freaking awesome. The first ones felt dirty, but I've always been a huge fan of clone troopers. My priority farm right now is Profundity. Yeah, listen, I gotta give the credit that, like, you've got the Lord Vader, you know, situated. You've got the clones. Like, that's what you want to see, right? That's what we want to see with those guys. Got the Omicrons. So, you know, you're in good shape there. I don't have any complaints. I don't have any complaints on that front. So then you said Profundity is next. So, Rebel ships. Okay, so we're good on the Rebel ships. Let me just check your Rogue One real quick. Yeah, so you're closing in on that. You've got Radis at 7. So, we're working a little bit on them, but it shouldn't take you long based on what you're able to do here. And he said, check out the clones mods. All right, so Oppo is 343. That's blazing fast. 10,600. That is really good. That's a lot of offense. Especially with a crit damage trying. Geez, 29 speed on that's nuts. Yeah, those are some insane Oppo mods. Holy crap. That's faster than mine. You might even have more offense than me. I'm going to double check. That might actually be more offense than I was able to pull out on mine. Or it's darn near close to it. Yeah, you've got more. I'm only at 10.5. I'm at 10.5. You're at 10.6. I mean, that is super, super good. That is a really, really well-modded oppo. That's one of the better ones that I've seen. Definitely getting a lot of offense from this, but that's... I don't slice anything like this, but that's a ballsy move. You got the extra offense on it. So, I like that. CX2, we're at 324 plus 158. That is good speed. It's very good speed. And, you know, got the mods to boot. Got the speed mods on there. Alright, next is... oops, clicked on the wrong guy here. Next is Disguise Clone Trooper, 355. Yep, that's very good. Good speed there. What do we got mod-wise? Protection. Okay, so you want all protection. Offense there, okay. I don't hate that. I'm thinking of going all out, like, protection with offense secondaries. I'm going to try and see how that pans out for him. Kind of curious. But I like the, again, the speed-wise, that's what he wants on him is a lot of speed. Just a stupid amount of speed. And then Scorch. Defense set. That's a really fast, too. Holy crap, 310. I will definitely not be getting my Scorch that fast. Alright, got a little bit of health on that. Oh, okay, speed arrow up there. Okay. Very, very fast. My only critique for Scorch is I would have tried to go for a little bit more, I would have tried to go for a little bit more defense. Like, you're getting the armor from his set. I would try to go for a little bit more just, like, defense, on the mods. It's my only critique on Scorch. But otherwise, it looks really, really good. Yeah, if you, I mean, I'm torn on the potency for Scorch. I'm very torn on that. Cause like, there's almost a part of me that's wondering if you're gonna give him a potency cross down here, I'm wondering if it makes sense to have the potency set too. But again, otherwise, man, I think this is good. I feel like for 10 million, this is, and this, again, for you're almost 11 million GP, only have 5 GLs, but because you've got the Lord Vader clones, this is where your roster's worth so much more, right? So you kind of have this really good thing going where you've built the right stuff, right? So I like that a lot. I feel like that's going to really help you. So, you know, I think that's going to be a team it's going to cause so many problems. And you've got Bane, you've got the Quad May team, right? Do you have Quad May? Yeah, you've got the Quad May team. Like, you have the teams that are right there to cause problems. I'm just looking through, man. I really like this account. Yeah, with Scorch, let me check. I'm going to check, I'm going to go here. Let me go. So I've shown people this before. This is always a good teaching moment. So here's what I do when I'm looking at mods. Right? Is I'll take like 2 approaches. So I'll go into my squad arena and I'll just look at the guys who have them. So I'll look at Max Zach here. So Zach's got protection, a defense, protection. So I just look, okay, he's got a defense set, protection. All right. So I kind of protection and he's still fast. He's 300 speed. So again, you're kind of spot on. Your speed makes sense, right? You're 310. You know, if we go down, I look at GAC a lot. GAC's he's a Maw Rhodium. He's a great player. So I'll look at his. So he's got all out, you know, defense sets, slow, a lot slower, only 257 with a lot of armor and, again, protection, but then a defense primaries on these 2 mods. right? And then protection again. So GAC went really heavy into defense percent there. And then I'll normally check maybe like one other. I'll check this guy, Sia Gradia. This guy, 4,100 score in GAC, so I'll normally check his mods too. So he's got protection again, defense percent, defense set, protection. So a lot of protection on these guys, the defense sets. So, and speed. So the speed is good. I think your speed is spot on. But I'm seeing a lot more that you just want the protection on him more than the potency. But again, that's only one part, right? So I checked my squad arena. That's normally the first thing I'll check. And then the other thing that I will do is what I try to do, you guys, give me one sec here. I'll go to Swago. Let me pull up my thing here. So I go to swago.gg then. And if you go to units, and then we just type in like Scorch. And you click on best mods. And I don't know how many people do or don't know this. But if you do this, you can select what bracket you're in. I normally just stick with Kyber. And you don't really worry about the stats as much. Don't worry about these numbers unless you have the relics to match. But what you do is you can at least see the stats that they're going. So it seems like everybody's going for health, defense set with protection. And then it'll kind of break down, all right, this is the best mod set. 40% of players are doing that. And then here's the other breakouts. So all health, a little bit more defense. And then you can kind of see majority of players are going with a protection primary, protection there, and then you can see protection there as well. So that's kind of the next step that I would look at, is just kind of looking in. And I stick to Kyber. And for some of you, even if you're not in Kyber, don't worry about the stats. Don't worry about the stats. Just worry about, and again, not that GG is always right, but you can take with a I can take with some confidence here that you're going to get the right idea. So that's kind of how I would go about doing this, is just kind of looking at this and saying, all right, how are the people modding him, and then move from there. That's kind of how I have always approached modding. And I feel that I get the best results that way. So, otherwise, Jack, yeah, to wrap up the last thing I wanted to say when I was looking in your account here is, from a ship perspective, having Leviathan before Profundity was a very smart move, because Leviathan's significantly better. So, yeah, I'm jealous of an account like this, sub 11 million galactic power, because there's just a lot of good stuff going on. And even funnier that you don't have like any Datacrons, but you have Apocron, which is just ridiculous. I love it. So, I think that makes a lot of sense, and it works. So, yeah, good stuff, man. Seriously. Make sure you join the Discord. And, as you're going through your stuff, you got more questions, that's what that section is there for. Even if it's as silly as, hey, Phil, can you check if what Omicron, or sounds like silly, but like what Omicron or Zeta, like that's what that whole section is there for. So, that's where we're going. All right, I think Ali is keeping track here. So I think it's at Wyatt is next. Wyatt Tincture. Where's Wyatt at? I saw the code up here somewhere. There it is. Wyatt, what's going on, my man? So we're at Wyatt, and then I think we've got Nikolai, and then Tainted and Darth Frog on the list. All right, so Wyatt, here we are, my friend. All right, so we got 3 dark side GLs. What are we thinking, Wyatt? Where are we at ship-wise? Let's get our bearings. I can hear it raining outside. Okay, we got the Lightspeed bundle for Rogue One. Just unlocked Jedi Master Luke, starting to work on Lord Vader. Okay. Yeah, just unlocked JML. All right, so we need to get JML. And are you out of Zeta's gear both? Just trying to gauge what we need to be thinking about here. Do you have Zetas hanging around that you can equip? And you'll see why I'm asking is you're missing the unique on Jedi Knight Luke, you're missing the unique on Jedi Knight Revan, and those really help Jedi Knight Luke or Jedi Master Luke. And then of course, okay, so you just unlocked Jabba, so you're out of stuff. So I mean, what I would be doing, Wyatt, then is I would just be kind of stockpiling Zetas as much as you can. I know that sounds silly because you're like, that's what I'm probably doing, Phil, but you're just going to have to really be careful with your resources for a while with your Zetas. You've got to get JML, and you're probably going to want to invest in Jedi Knight Revan's unique here and Jedi Knight Luke's unique. Probably Jedi Knight Revan first, and then Jedi Knight Luke. So I would do that. And then you said you're starting Lord Vader. Okay. So did we... Alright, so we are buying some Lightspeed bundles to help us get there. General Skywalker's at Relics. Padme is at Relics. ARC Troopers Relic 7. New gun raised there. Okay, so you still have a good bit of work to do between some relic levels for Lord Vader. Yeah, it's a tough one, because there's a part of me that says, are you out of Wyatt, are you out of gear? Like, do you not have any gear left for JML2? Like, you're out of both gear and Zetas? How long will it take to get dark side clones up? Well, so the episode pass is done with the dark side clones. Unless, like you're only going to get 20 extra shard. Like, if you haven't bought it already, you only get 20 extra shards. So, I mean, Scorch literally just went farmable the other day. So, you figure we're 2 weeks away from him being added to chromiums and shipments, and then another 2 months until he's on a node. I think that's normally the cadence. Like, you think Oppo still isn't farmable yet, and he was the first dark side clone release, so so Oppo not even farmable yet. So you figure we're like 2.5 months away from Scorch being farmable. So you still have some time to get your clones, because what I'm thinking is depending how long it takes you to finish off Lord Vader, we could at least start saving some Zetas from JML, but I'm kind of torn on that, because I hate sitting on GLs like this, but I know it is a practice that will probably be happening more and more because of the light speed bundles. But I don't hate you trying to... I definitely would tell you to go for the dark side clones rather than trying to invest in the Zetas on the Legacy Lord Vader team, simply because they're going to get replaced and you need these guys for the raid. But yeah, it's a tough one. I still think JML's probably the answer, simply because of investing in one character gets you a whole brand new team compared to needing to invest in a bunch more and then Lord Vader and then the clone. So I still think Jedi Master Luke is the first one. It's going to be where I'm going to be looking at. What else do you think, Wyatt? Anything else? Otherwise, I feel like you've got a lot ahead of you, I would say. Yeah, Shira, I think, correct me, right? Like, CX2 just hit shipments in Chromium packs, what, like 2 days ago or something? So, we still have another, 2 weeks until Oppo's farmable? Another month until, or 2 months? It's going to be a little bit until they're farmable, right? All right, yeah, cool, Wyatt. Yeah, let me know. Wyatt, keep me posted on how if you're in the Discord, make sure, tag me. Let me know how you're doing with JML. I like the path of going for Lord Vader, though. I'm really happy to see more players going for him early now that the clones are here. I feel like that's going to be a very smart decision for a lot of different game modes, so love to see that. All right, so the next one we hit Wyatt up, so then I think Allie was keeping track because she's way better at that than me, is Nikolai. All right, we're up to Nikolai here. Let's make sure we hit this up. All right, Nikolai. All right, we are. So 11.4 million for Nikolai here. 6 GLs spread evenly, 3 light side, 3 dark side. Go. All right, Nikolai. What are we thinking here, boss? What we got? What do you got cooking in the kitchen? Ooh, I like seeing this Ezra. Just finished up Leviathan. Have all characters ready for Balin. 1 relic level off Lord Vader. Unsure what else I could push for. Have 10 Zetas ready to drop on Lord Vader and Balin. All right. Well, one, I think there's a... Yeah, so if you're working on the raid characters, that's good. Feel like that's a great start. Dark side clones are right there. So I'm really good with that. Again, we're going to be pushing dark side clones a lot here. Feel like that's a very, very wise decision on your part because they're just so damn good. Let's be honest here. Yeah, I can understand that. At 11.4... Kyber 2 can be a challenge because there's some big accounts in Kyber 2. There are some problematic accounts in Kyber 2 that you don't want to have to face. But you at least have all 3 GL ships. That's a big deal. It's a big deal to have all 3 GL ships. I will say I'm going to pick on you a little bit here. I would get Hyena and Vulture up a little bit. I know Malevolence isn't the greatest fleet in the game, but it still is really nice on some cleanups. Still is really nice. Just kind of a nice tool to have in your back pocket every once in a while. Let's take a look at your UFUs here. Yeah, alright, so here's a big one. I would get your Commander Tano and I'd put one of the Zetas you're saving for Lord Vader and Balin. I'd put that on Commander Tano on her own path, and I would use her with Rey. I would 100% do that. This is going to be... every time I'm going to look, I'm going to go for this. You've got Rey, you've got Ben, you've got even Baby Cal. right? So we can maybe bump up Baby Cal just to Relic 3 so we can fully utilize our, Datacrons. Because you are investing in Datacrons. So I would 100% tell you that I'd stop at Relic 3. And you also have Ezra Bridger Exile. So you can make one of those ridiculously stupid hard Ray teams with unaligned Force users with Ezra Bridger, and because you'll have Commander Tano there, remember, with Ray, Ben, Ezra, Baby Cal, and Commander Tano. And what you're going to have going on there, right, just to kind of walk you through this. All unaligned Force user allies gain 30% max health. So that doesn't help Ezra Bridger Exile, right? But Commander Tano is also going to give out... where's mine at? So, as long as there is another light side unaligned Force user, Galactic Republic, or Scoundrel present, she has 50% health and defense and shares these bonuses with light side allies. So, she's going to share 50% offense, critical damage, health, and defense with everybody, which includes Ezra Exile. So, you can make a ridiculously stupid good team by upgrading her. And because you're waiting around for Balin, you're waiting around on Lord Vader, you're going to have some downtime. I'd recommend getting her. Again, obviously I'm going to, you don't want to go crazy with that. Like Relic 3, Relic 5. At 11 million, I'd probably tell you Relic 5 for Commander Tano and like Relic 3 for Baby Cal. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what your signal data situation is, and based on the amount of GLs you have, I'd probably shy away from 7 and maybe stick to 5. Just because I think that's maybe a little bit smarter. If you want to go to 7 because you're swimming in signal data, be my guest. I would just tell you for Commander Tano, mod her for all-out health. Offense is nice, but in the Ray team, you're just going to want to mod her for health. She needs to be a power plant for your team. She's there for the stat boost. She's not there to deal damage. She's not there to do the Force Leap. She's just there to be a power plant and provide the health, defense, and offense boost to the team. So that's what I would do in that regard for your account. Geez, yeah, you've already got the new Bad Batch. That's good work. It's further along than I am. Am I just missing him? Am I just blind? I am blind. Okay, there's Kenobi. I was like, where is your G? I could not find your GK there for a second. I was trying to figure out how close we are to Jedi Master Kenobi, but still have a lot of work to do there to be in a position to get him. I was curious, depending on how close you were from Battle for Naboo, but we've got a lot of work there. And then... Okay, Dead Boys, we're still a little bit way off. Yeah, you still have enough more work for Jedi Master Kenobi that I would not be trying to jump into anything silly, right? And same thing with Ahsoka as well. We still got a long ways to go before I feel like that's a conversation you need to have. So I think Lord Vader next makes the most logical sense to me. So I like that approach. I think that will get you where you need to be going from here. Do you have anything else, Nikolai, that you're thinking of? Any other burning questions or comments? Tainted is next. Thanks, Allie. Allie's keeping me on track here. Oh, what's up, Rabbit? What's up, Beaver? Oh, Nikolai, sweet. Yeah, man, just make sure, seriously, if you are, channel member, new, old, make sure you guys join the Discord. Make sure it's linked. Just tag a moderator to help make sure that your Discord and your YouTube get linked up together. So that'll be a big part there. So you guys can make sure we do that. All right, moving on to our next one here. We've got Tainted. Where are we at? I saw the ally code up here somewhere. Tainted, did you drop your code somewhere? I'm trying to remember. I might even have it stored somewhere. Hold on. I feel like you were in the members only a while ago. Hold on. I got to find Tainted's ally code here. Thanks, man. Yeah, there we go. I got it. You were a member a while ago. I remember your name's. I mean, I remember the name and everything. It was in my. I have a members only like ally code section that I try to store. Have you guys store them in? What's my 25's at? I'm at, I think, 102, Justin. I think it's 102. I checked earlier today. I don't think I've improved it since that one day. I think we're still stuck on 102. But we're over the 100 mark. We're getting there. I'm not going to have as many for a bit here because I think I need to focus on my dark side clones and their mods. So we're working through that. Oh yeah, Allie did have it. I didn't even see that. I saw the Rabid Beaver stream raid me and then just completely missed Allie giving me the assist. Alright, so Tainted said he's just unlocked Jabba, working on taking Jabba team to Relic 7, then the Perudia Bros, unsure what to do after that. Alright, well let's see if we can help kind of solve that problem. So let's go to your UFUs right away. Okay, we've got Commander Tano. You've got the stuff we need for her. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. We're off to a good start there. I like to see that. Okay, you've got Seer. How is your what's your Zeta situation right now? What's your Zeta situation like, Tainted? Just so I know, kind of what I'm working with here, right? Like, do we have a lot of Zetas kind of sitting around? Or are we kind of tapped post Jabba here? Because you have all 6 on Jabba, which normally is a sign that you at least had enough to unlock him. There was at least some planning going into that. Okay, Captain Rex. Captain Drogon. Okay, so we're ways away from Leia. You said Perudia Bros next to Relic 7. All right. Let's see, what other GLs? All right, so you have 15 Zeta mats or like 300 Zeta mats? Like, when we say Zetas, are we talking, is that the mats or that like you have 300 mats enough to equip 15 Zetas? Do you follow? Zeta mats. Okay. All right. Zeta mats. All right. So that's okay. I was just curious because I was looking at that. Yeah, I wish I had 15. I was looking at your Malicos, and I was thinking, man, like you have Seer already. We could work on Baby Cal because he doesn't need any Zetas. You could equip like 3 to Malicos, you know, and start to build up a little bit of an Ufu team here, but might be a little bit more challenging, right? So that's okay, right? That's all right. You also don't have Star Killer, but again, Zetas become problematic there. I mean, Zetas become problematic for everything. The only thing I would maybe say here is for like Kersantin, as much as I love Kersantin, Leia, and Skiffguard Lando, I'm not 100% certain if taking them to Relic 7 is the best thing for your account at 8.5 million. I almost wonder if that signal data is better spent on your next capital ship or GL. I'm just, you know, and again, I try to look at things from more of a like, all right, what can your roster do? Like, I'm really wondering if it would make more sense to put that signal data to, I want to say better use, but put that signal data towards Journey Guide use. Not that Relic 7 Jabba team is bad, but you still have a lot of Galactic Legends and Journey Guide things to catch up on that having that extra signal data could really make a difference. Because again, like you don't have Malicos, you don't have Starkiller, you still have a lot of GLs to farm up that will make a big difference. So that, I mean, you think between those characters alone right there is, you know, to go from 5 to 7 is 60 blue signal data. That's 60, that's 120, that's 180 signal data that you're going to spend. I mean, just for perspective, it takes 175 to do a single Relic 9, but it takes 75 to go from 0 to 7. So you think that 180, you could do 2 Relic 7s. And then you said you're tossing up between Leia and Lord Vader. I mean, personally, so here's the thing, right, with Lord Vader now. and this is gonna be my, this is gonna be my Lord Vader spiel that I will tell everybody, and everyone can hate me for this. I will at this point with what's been released and what we know about Lord Vader, what I'm gonna say, as unpopular as it will be, unless you are planning to farm the dark side clones and are committing to them, Lord Vader just does not make sense anymore. Not that it still isn't a good team, but most of you, and Tainted, you would kind of fall in this category. You don't have a Relic Royal Guard. You don't have the Zeta on him. You don't have investment in Thrawn. You don't have investment in Maul. So you're missing a lot of the pieces that you would use with Lord Vader to make his B team. So it just kind of falls into this situation, this category where I can't encourage you to build Lord Vader and go invest in the B team when an A team exists, if that makes sense. So between Leia and Lord Vader, I'd lean Leia because I still think she's the one of the better Galactic Legends, but also that she doesn't really have a B team. She just has her A team. She's got the team that she just destroys the entire game with. And if with where you're at, you can easily get, invest in some Captain Rex, invest in some Captain Drogon, and you've got Mon Mothma already, so kind of start building those teams up a little bit. So I think that's kind of the way I would work, is I'd go towards Leia. I'd kind of hold off on the GG and Maul teams for now. Not that those teams can't be good, unless the only thing with the Maul team I would say is I'm okay if you build up the Maul team, because you don't, like I said, I think you only need his Bound by Hate. I think is that the Zeta I said to get for him? Is the unique Zeta. That's maybe the one I would get. but you could build the Maul team cheap. So I wouldn't hate building the Maul team, but I wouldn't go crazy on Zeta investment for him in that regard. Does that... I know I blabbed a lot there. Does that make sense as I kind of worked through that? Give Tainted a minute or two here to respond. Allie's watching Blue Mountain State again. That show is absolutely goated. Pun intended. Yeah. Blue Mountain State is the best. That show is just so funny. So funny. Yeah, that is the thing. That is the one thing I will say with the Dark Side clones. You're not taking a gamble on them. Like they're going to be a raid team. They are performing well with Lord Vader in TV. I've heard some mixed things about them going with Tarkin in territory battles, but again, if they're going with Lord Vader, that's fine. That's kind of a two birds, one stone sort of situation. So yeah, I don't hate that at all. Allie's in episode 1 just from that line. I've seen that show enough. I know what episode that is. Get this guy a jockstrap and a cookie. Yeah, Tainted. If you're willing to commit to the clones, then I fully support Lord Vader. And I'm okay with that, which is so crazy that we're in a stream, we're in a live stream, it's 2025, and we're like, everybody go for Lord Vader, but I think it makes a lot of sense because people are willing to invest in these clones. It's one of those areas where I think a lot of players will go for it. I will say this, let's just bear in mind one thing. There's a potential that we do get a farm down the line or something down the road that all of a sudden makes Lord Vader clones like mincemeat. That's all I will say. I'm going to spoil that party right now. That we've seen things be at the tippy top of the game and then come crashing down. I don't know how soon that would happen for these guys, but it's definitely not going to be infallible. So, yeah. That's what I got for you, Tainted. Again, I think Tainted, you're in the Discord. If not, you may need to rejoin. But yeah, let me know if you've got any additional questions. You guys know the drill. That especially as channel members, the DMs are open, right? So, all right. Next we have, I think Darth Frog is next. So, Darth Frog, do you have your ally code to drop in chat? Oh, Allie did it for me. I should just look at Allie's messages. Allie's got that. I'm doing more in chat than Wombat ever has. All right, here we are. All right, so Darth Frog really lost on direction, kind of overloaded, 7 million. Nearly finished Balin, but waiting for event do Bo after that. Unsure. Want to go for Dark Side clone for raid and maybe Lord Vader, but kind of also want to go for pirates. So I think they're gonna be for new TB planet, capital ship. Also guild want Jedi Knight Cal Kestis for Zeta, for Zepho. So Darth Frog, let's start with pirates right here. Let's kind of talk pirates like this. We don't even have Jedi Vanguard in the game yet, right? We don't even have the Jedi Vanguard, Jedi Master Mace, and unless you're committing to whale on the pirates, I wouldn't be worried about them for a very long time. It's just, that's not, I don't know that makes sense to be worrying about pirates at the current moment. Because not that we don't know what, we know they're going to be in the raid. We don't know what else they're going to be used for, but I just don't feel like trying to put them into this conversation in the way you framed that, right? In the way you framed it of your guild wants this, you want to do this, then you're kind of thinking, like, I wouldn't even let pirates enter the conversation for a very long time unless you are committing to whale on all of them. Yeah, no, like, even soft whaling to 6, like, just for perspective, right? I promise I'm coming back to your account here. Like, where I am with these dark side clones, I'm still not going to be able to realistically obtain them. I mean, I could if I spent the crystals on CX2, but I'm not going to be able to get Disguised Clone Trooper and Scorch to 7-star without their nodes. So I'll get them soon, but you still have to wait for them to go farmable. So you still have a very long time until that becomes a conversation to have. So I'd kind of just let pirates be this thing that you're thinking about for the very late future. So we're waiting on Balin, so your mercenaries are done. Shin's almost there. Merrick you're working on. And then let's check the Night Sisters. Morgan, Great Mothers are done. Tainted, don't do anything yet. I have a comment for you waiting. I'm biding my time here. And Thrawn is done. Yeah, so ready for Balin is good. Balin's a great unit. I love Balin. So then you said going after Bo. When you say, so just to clarify, you're thinking of doing Bo-Katan Mandalore, right? Did I read your message right? Oh, yeah. Okay, you've got a Relic 7 Paz Vizsla. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan to me is a far more valuable piece to your roster than Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. I'd actually argue, Darth Frog, if I was you, I would argue that you'll want to like the Balin event. When did the Balin event come back? Does anybody remember off the top of their head when the Balin event happened? Let me look here. Wep plus second. Look at that, man. Channel memberships flying out the wazoo. There we go. My friend. Hell yeah, you guys have crushed it this stream. We have 12 new members right now. Jeez Louise. I just worked on my title cards. So the last Balin event was 43 days ago. Darth Frog, just for perspective, right? So 43 days ago, we had the Balin Skull event, and I think the one before that, it was like 75, then 93. So, yeah, I think you have some time for Balin, right? That's going to sound crazy, but I think we have some time for Balin. I would maybe consider going after Bo right now, right? Because Bo is in the journey guide. And he's celebrating 12 months. Look at that. He's here for some go things. Look at that, my friend. So, yeah, I'm thinking, because, yeah, Bo is here, right? Like, she is, there we go. Yeah, so I think the way I'm looking at this, it makes more sense to go this way. Okay, cool, yeah. So you're on the same page as me that Bo makes more sense. That's perfect. And you can get Bo-Katan and then move on. So, yeah, I'm good with Bo. And then, so after those two things, Balin, Bo, and then you said Jedi Knight, your guild wants Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Let me go back to your account here and pop that open. Alright, so Sears 7-star, Baby Cal, we still need to finish off. Okay, not ideal. Alright, well, okay, this is easy. We've got to get this guy. We've got to get Ben Solo up to relic levels. Got to get the Zetas and the Omicrons on him for Rey. You've got Rey. Same thing here, Commander Tano, yeah. I'm going to argue before you do, like, get Bo-Katan, get, Balin, we can kind of make sure we're kind of there for, but I'm not going to lie, I think we build Commander Tano and Ben Solo for your Rey team. Again, yeah, but here's the thing. You need one Zeta for Commander Tano. You need one Zeta on Commander Tano. Right, you just need the unique. That's all you need for Rey. She just needs one Zeta on the unique. This is, again, I'm not trying to, sound like high and mighty by any stretch of the imagination. She needs one Zeta on the unique for Rey. That's it. We're not using her with Jedi Master Kenobi where we need all the Zetas. Whoops, what the heck? Stop. I don't know why that was going off. I don't know if you guys could hear that ad or whatever that was playing. And then with Ben Solo, I mean, Ben does want all of his Zetas, and but I'd say the biggest ones that he's gonna want are the Force Dyad, and then Force Dyad is gonna be the most important. So his unique Force Dyad, and then I mean. Yeah, he does like all of his Zetas, but Force Dyad's going to be the most important of those with the Omicron. But yeah, if you can get Ben and Commander Tano for Rey, it's just going to help you. At 7.5 million galactic power, players know their way. I'd say a lot of players probably have a good way to beat a standard Rey lineup. Throwing in Ben, throwing in Commander Tano, things get a lot more challenging from there. So I think we make that a priority. We really, that is, you guys are going to see a video in the next couple of days of me just saying that, I'm all for trying to get through journey guide stuff, but not at the expense of sitting on characters like Ben and Commander Tano. I'm going to say Relic 5. They're a little bit too important to keep at lower Relic levels. They kind of fall into this category for me of ideally you want them at the, ideally you want them at the same Relic as your GL, but I think at 7.5, I think Relic 5 is going to do just fine. Maybe when you get to 10 million, we revisit. You get to 12 million, you revisit. And again, I know those are a long ways away, but you get the concept. I think Relic 5 is good enough for now. That will get what you need to do. Seeing that you're not the only, and again, if you've been watching, you're not the only one that I've quote unquote picked on this for. I pick on people for that a lot because that. It's a completely different situation. Yeah, I know. So I know he doesn't have Star Killer. I'm not picking on that yet because I think they could probably be close. But I would say that a lot of people at this level probably either got the Lightspeed bundle or built Star Killer, so having a tougher Rey team will be useful. Marin is 7-star. Saw Guerrera's there. So yeah, you just need gear for Jedi Knight. So finally, I was just looking at your Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. I don't hate you going. I don't hate this account going for Jedi Knight Cal Kestis eventually, like going for that sooner, because you get the extra Zetas and stuff. You get the Zetas, the Kyratex, and you do have JML, so you do have a way to utilize Jedi Knight Cal Kestis kind of immediately. It's not like you'll have this lone Jedi Knight Cal Kestis sitting in your account with no one to use them with. You'll have some good characters to use with your Jedi Knight Cal. Right? You'll be able to kind of put him into that, quote-unquote A-team right away. So, yeah, I'm good with that. Do you have, Darth Frog, do you have any other questions or, things I didn't cover that you were hoping I would look at? I feel like you're for 7.5 and, what you have available, you've made some good choices. Diaz Clone Opinion and Lord Vader. So, let's just see Lord Vader here. I'm going to say for Lord Vader, it can be a discussion. It can absolutely be a good discussion for you, but you absolutely have a long way to go to get there. And again, I'm not, it's neither here nor there. You don't have a lot of those underlying light speed bundles to get you to Lord Vader quickly. And then from a dark side clones themselves, I think what the one thing I'd say there is you're going to need the Zetas on Oppo, Zetas on all the clones, and then you'll need Tarkin in the meantime to get any kind of usage out of them. So, I don't know. Your dark side clones only become worth it if you can commit to Lord Vader, and I think at this time your account is still a little bit too far that I could safely recommend making that commitment right now. Not that farming the dark side clones is a bad idea, not that I would disagree with that whatsoever, but I would not be putting them above anything else at the current time. Just the way I would look at it with what you have here. But otherwise, I will never stop people from farming those new things because I think they are going to be very good. But you've got some extra work to do beyond just dark side clones. Caleb Knightman. Jack Regan thinks Starkiller is worth more than Bo. Not a chance. Not a chance. I'm going to be very... Hold on, I'm going to back out here for a second. I'm going to be brutally honest with that. Here's the thing. Starkiller is great in Grand Arena. He's got, you got the Juhani Omicron. He can do some good things in Territory Wars. And then outside of that, he just kind of sits around. Bo-Katan has a special mission in Territory Battles. She's very good in Territory Wars. She's amazing in Grand Arena. Like, she's way more important for what you can do. And the other thing with, Bo-Katan that you'll want to keep in mind is that her team consists of herself, two of her other, three of her requirements, really, Bam, Paz, and IG-12 and Grogu, and then another Mandalorian ally. So, even GAC-wise, I would probably put Bo-Katan ahead of Starkiller. At least in Kyber 1, you don't really use Starkiller. Let's say you don't really use him. Starkiller doesn't hold the same value for me as he used to. I very rarely use Starkiller by himself anymore. Like, he's by himself, like, I use him with Malicos. So, yeah. I would still say Bo-Katan just so much more valuable long term. All right, so next we have Shira's account. But before we get to Shira's account, there is a question. There's a question from... It was up here. I think was it from Tainted? Did Tainted ask the question? Who asked the question here? Hold on. It had to do with Imperial Remnants. Was that you, Tainted? Oh, yeah, Tainted. Also, what's the thoughts on Relic 7 to Relic 9 Peridia patrols, right? Was that at Peridia Patrol? Yeah, so, with the Remnants, I personally would not Relic 9 these guys until, and it's not just, this is the thing, and Egnard's is gonna, like, if you guys see that meme of that wrestler who's, like, in the coffin and, like, wakes up, and this is what Egnard's doing. Is Pad Bros are you talking Poncho Bros or the Peridia Patrol guys? Which ones? Poncho Bros or these guys? It's probably both the same answer, to be honest. I'll be kind of honest with that. It's going to be the same answer either way. I would only recommend taking these guys to Relic 9 if you have the Relic 8 mats to stomach that. See, you get your Relic 9 materials back quickly. That's not the problem. The problem is you're going to spend a ton of error magnifiers and impulse detectors, right? You're going to spend 80 of those. And your ROI on that point is years down the line. So with both with both Peridia and Duel of the Fates, when you think about those Relic 9 upgrades, what you need to consider is don't get caught up thinking, yeah, I'm going to get my Relic 9s back. When are you going to get your Relic 8s? And if Relic 8s are something that you still really need, I would consider holding off on the Relic 9 upgrades. Because you're going to get, like, your Relic 9s, I don't want to say they're worthless, but, like, there's no point to having lots of Relic 9 materials if you don't have any way to spend it. Right? If you don't have any way to spend it, it doesn't matter. Also, I realized my head was in the way there when I was talking about the Relic materials when I clicked on Yoda's thing here. So give me one sec. Where's my webcam? So, like, unless, move my face up a little bit so you guys can see it. Like, it's not so much that you're worried about the Relic 9s. It's, are you worried about the Relic 8s? So that's, again, just the way I try to look at it. I find that the Relic 7 is more than enough for a lot of players for a very long time. That will get you your GL Ahsoka. That will get you everything you need. And then we can worry about other stuff later. Because Egg did the math, and it's like, I want to say that the Relic 8 materials was like one of the longest rates of return. But yeah, that's kind of where, I was thinking there. So now we're on to Shira's account. We've got Shira's. She asked for a, hold on, let's go up here. Birthday month roast. I have all the things. Interested to hear what you make of it. All right, Shira. She has all this stuff. 14.6 million. So we're going to go here. Everyone is at relic levels. Everyone is at relic levels, which is just, it's so mind-blowing. All right. we're starting to get into the Relic 7 tiers. Good God, Shira. This is so silly. I'm looking. I'm just looking through. I know where I'm going to look next. I know where I'm looking next, but I mean, why? Why? Just, these are better off just sitting in your account. We don't need the Zeta and the no. No. Ugh. No. No, 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 no. No, we don't need that one. We don't need that. Dusk, what's going on, man? Been a very long time. What are we doing? Dusk is in chat, and I'm showing Gungan Boomadir Omicrons. We're gonna scare him back away from the game again. I'm not. It's not the. I'm not worried about the Relic 8. Oh, you have every Zeta. Oh my God. She has every Zeta. I'm like picking on her, and she's like, I don't have anything else to do. How many Zetas do you have in your inventory? I don't even know if you can. Yeah, you can check in your fleet arena. How many Zetas do you have in your inventory? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Shira, every time I see this account, it's just stupid. And she has 200 mats available. Of course she does. Yeah, so I'm just looking through here. I mean, Shira, as far as, like, stuff goes, I mean, like, I don't have any, obviously I can't have any critique of your characters because everything's really, really good. And I know you do a lot of stuff for operations and things as well. But let's take a look at, let's go to Rey here. So, yeah, for Rey, we need to fix these mods, Shira. We need to fix these mods. This would be a great mod. This would be a good mod for, like, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. But that's not a great mod for Rey. Rey does not benefit in really any way, shape, or form from critical damage. So we need to take the speed set away. We don't need speed set. She needs a health set, and she needs an offense set. All health primaries. You know, we got to get this show on the road there with the modding. Because there's just somewhere. Yeah, I think we need to find a new mod set for Rey, because I don't think this one's doing it. Not nearly enough offense. Even like for a speed set. 543, you know, a 145 on a GL. That's a little bit on the side of slower for me. Let's go to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Yeah, again, a little bit, that's a little slow for me. 537 is a little slow. Offense is good. Good secondaries. This one, I would end up just replacing with Rey's, because Rey has the really good offense percent secondary. That's fine. This one, again, there's no offense percent. This one's good. And that one's got good secondaries. I would just try to slice some of this stuff into the health or the speed if we can. Yeah, I have a whole, what I would do, Shira, what I would really do, I would go like a character or two a day. Just every day, pick like a character or two that you're going to copy whether it's, Zangster or me, or, you pick somebody, like, you could do the swago.gg, pull your squad arena, pull alpha, whoever it is, and just ask, hey guys, here's my unit, what mods do I look for? Go find those and put them on. Because there's some here where I'm just not seeing the benefit. Like Sith Eternal, he doesn't... I don't like the offense crit damage build. I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather him have all health. Because he's not really like a damage attacker. Modding is a tough thing though. Modding is in this game is one of the hardest because their in-game suggestions are sometimes just dog. Let's see here. Health is good. Health is good. Health is good. Yeah, I don't hate Jabba's mods here. So here's the thing, great one, right? So while I'm just looking through some of these things. The one thing with Pimpo you need to bear in mind. Pimpo is only going to be able to work on the mods that you have in your account. So you could have every good intention of getting your roster remodded by Pimpo, but it's still only going to be as good as the mods that you have in it. So you're better off getting a bunch of really good mods and then maybe letting him figure out where they belong. But if you don't have a good baseline for your mods, I don't know that going through him is the best use of your time. JML at least has all protection where we can. That's good. Excuse me, guys. Give me 1 sec. I gotta, like, crack my back here. 1 sec. Oh, my back is killing me today. So we get the someone get the yawn counter up. It's officially midnight. That means we start going down here when it comes to yawns. One sec here, guys. Have to respond to a text. But yeah, that is the one thing I will say with, again, going back to like Pimpo. I have a lot of respect for what Pimpo does, and obviously he's very good at what he does. But I encourage people that going through him, I don't want to sound it like this, but it's probably going through him only makes sense if you have good enough mods that he's going to be able to make your roster significantly better. And maybe the other way to think about that is, it's like putting a dress and lipstick on a pig, right? If your mods are a pig, putting a dress and lipstick on it doesn't change the fact that they're a pig, right? You know what I mean? Like, if your mods are shit, just because maybe we make them, we put them in the right places, they're still shitty mods. So I there's two sides to that. Again, and I have a lot of respect for what he does, but that's just It's just the way it works, right? Now with Ahsoka Shira, I would say I'd prefer to see more health than protection. But that's my personal preference. There's another yawn. It's coming on strong, guys. I can feel them. Like some of your mods, like this one here, even like this one, some of them you have really good potential for good speed. We've just got to spend some more slicing materials on them, which I think you probably get just from the way you play through the game. Yeah, I mean, Shira, I know you do everything you need to do for your guild, so you're not in any danger or anything like that. I would just say buttoning up on some of the mods here and there can make a big difference, whether it's the speeds or the secondaries, just kind of investing in the right mods to get you to where you need to be. Otherwise, like, the spread of your relic levels makes sense. Like, just looking, I know you guys, you have to do some TB things differently, so it makes a lot of sense that your spread of relics looks very different than maybe what other people are used to seeing. But I was kind of prepared to kind of see some stuff where I'm like, does that really make sense? But it's probably an operation for Rise of the Empire in that regard. Shira, one last question. How are you liking Oppo in TV so far? Give me your honest reaction. Is it overperforming, underperforming, or kind of doing what you thought he would do? Here we go. There we go. There's another one. Gotta, like, pinch myself to stay awake right now. It is past midnight. I am. What are you thinking, Shira? Are you still on? Hopefully you are. Yeah, you on counter 4. I'm glad it's only at 4. I've stifled like 8 of them. Becoming a master at having to, like, not yawn in front of you guys so I don't get comments that I'm an unprofessional piece of shit. Oh, so you have been using yours. That's interesting. So you've been able to use them with Tarkin lead. I like that. I mean, that's what a lot of people are, Oh my goodness gracious, holy shit. That's what I've heard. That's what a lot of people want to be able to use these guys for, is throw them with Tarkin, get an extra team, and still use Lord Vader's team to its fullest extent. Because if that's the case, that's a much bigger boost than just kind of replacing characters that we've built up for Lord Vader over the years. So that is encouraging to see. You just took your Tarkin to Relic 9. Oh my gosh. That's actually kind of crazy. Hold on. Oops. Let's go here. Let's see if it updated. And it did. It updated. It's updated. Relic 9 right there. There you go. Nice, Shira. Yeah, I don't have any other roasts other than the mods, and you get the mods. You know the mods are a thing. But yeah, Shira, I would just focus on one unit at a time. You can always ask me in chat. I'm always around to make sure that we get that kind of taken care of for you. You know the drill. You can reach out. whether it's through Sigma or the Discord. Kanan J, you sent yours earlier. Yeah, I mean, listen, someone, gifted or not, doesn't matter. Just make sure, resend your code here, but put, like, X's in front of it. Like that. If you do, sometimes if you do the dashes, it treats it like a phone number and it doesn't send. Oh, Mahir with the 199. Oilers or Panthers in the Stanley Cup final. I mean, we both know that there's only one GOAT. There's only one GOAT in the NHL. There's only one GOAT of the Oilers franchise. Connor McDavid. We are going Oilers all the way in the Stanley Cup. We are going to have that rabid McDavid fandom back. I cannot wait to see Connor McDavid. I don't even give I don't give like two shits about hockey unless it's about Connor McDavid. You know that drill. That 199 is going directly into the FanDuel account for Connor McDavid futures. Screw the Disney trip. No. Screw the Disney trip. Disney trip's just a fun for Connor McDavid finals futures. There we go. Kanan sent the ally code. There we go. Allie, you did not just say Crosby is the best. Did you really just say that? Really just say Crosby is the best? Connor McDavid clears Crosby 1, and Crosby doesn't even enter my conversation of, like, good hockey player. I mean, he's a good hockey player, but you're not even going to enter that conversation. All right, so Kanan, what are we thinking here, boss man? What do you got? What do you got cooking for us? What do you got? What do you got in the kitchen? Got a lot of, for 10 million GP. We've only got 2 Galactic Legends. Sid can't even grow a proper beard. Let's hesitate using man to describe Sidney Crosby. My 5-year-old daughter has more facial hair than Sidney Crosby. All right, you're in the middle of the Ray event. Should have her by the end of the month. Okay. All right, so yeah, once we get Ray, we need to add on some Zetas and Omicrons to Ben Solo. Really need to get that taken care of. As soon as we get Ray, get the stuff on her. Let's make sure we get Ben Solo up and running. You've already got Commander Tano there. You've got Cal Kestis there. So we're in good shape on that front. And you have Ezra Bridger XL. So you can make the ridiculously good Ray team right off the bat. I don't know that I've ever seen an account with this much of, like, the new stuff. With, like, Ezra Bridger. I think I saw the bros here. The Poncho Bros. I mean, that's a lot of big ticket items only at 10 million GP. Now, my one question would be... Okay, you've got those guys. You said you're close to getting Sith Eternal, right? 2 relic levels away from Sith Eternal as well. Yeah, I mean... Jeez. I still think Ray is the number one option there. I still think that's going to be your number one bet. Gosh, this is crazy. I'm just shocked that you're 10 million with only 2. Do you buy some of the Lightspeed bundles? Are we buying, like, do we buy? And again, this is no judgment. I'm just trying to figure out where the 10 million came from. You're missing a Zeta on Kylo. So Zetas, are they in short supply for you? I just kind of want to, I need to gauge what's going to stop you from working on certain things. Or if I give certain advice, I want to make sure that it's, you know, you're able to use it and that it's not like, oh, just Zeta all these characters and you sit there and you're like, Phil, I have one Zeta. Two relic levels away from Sith Eternal. Definitely buying light speed bundles. Okay, yeah. So for light speed bundles, I'm that's perfectly fine as far as I'm concerned. So if you're short on Zetas, then just get Rey. I would say, like, we can try to start working on Sith Eternal, but, like, I'd almost wonder if we start working on some of the GLs that are a little bit more powerful than Sith. Do you have Bane? Maybe that's a better question. Do you have Bane? You've got Malgus unlocked. You've got Darth Revan. You've got Darth Malak and no Zetas, man. Holy hell. That's, yeah, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. We've at least got Wampa. At least got that taken care of. Oh, excuse me. Goodness gracious, guys. My apologies. Yeah, his Wampa's Relic 5. It's plenty high enough. Only 5. Yeah, I mean, it's not... It's... Hey, listen. Only 5. It's better than being 3. I'm just looking, man. Like, I think Kanan... Oh, he's the furthest... You joined the game right when he came out, so he's the furthest away. Oof, yeah. F's in chat. F's in chat. Press F to pay respects. I'm just looking to see where are we at with Rebels. So you do have C-Rex, right? I'm not... Or is that a fever dream? Do you have C-Rex? Or is he not even unlocked? Where's... Am I missing him? Am I just blind? Oh, there he is. He's up at the top. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would be wondering how close you are to Leia. You have everything you need. Right? Drogon's there. Mothma should be somewhere in here. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I think you're in a good, like, Leia's a... Oh, you only need Relic 7 R2-D2 for Jedi Master Luke. Oh, yeah. I mean, again, you're going to be short on your Zetas, so you'll have to pick and choose, but Jedi Master Luke's far better than Sith Eternal at the current moment, especially because you don't have Darth Bane to go after, to, like, pair with Sith Eternal, right? So I think JML would definitely be better there. Yeah, I agree with Jack Reagan there. I would go JML and then I would go Leia, and I just kind of let Sith Eternal kind of just sit there for a while. It's just not there's not enough point that he has. You're not ready for Sith Eternal to really do anything super important for your account. But I still think that you're getting your Rey team up and running is going to be the most important thing. And that's just getting Ben Solo. We've got to make sure we get Ben Solo up and running here. Ewoks are less viable than Jawas. Oh, do I have a story for you guys that's coming here? So yeah, Kanan, the last thing I would say is just I would try to get the last Zeta on Slicker. Just make sure we're finishing off that. Don't let that sit around for too long. Otherwise, man, I think you're in good. I truly believe, I think for an account that's bought a lot of Lightspeed bundles, you at least have the right idea. I'm not seeing random Zetas. I'm not seeing stuff where I'm like, I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense. You have the right idea on where to invest things. Even some of your relic levels, your decisions make sense. So I feel like you have the right objectives in mind. You're not wasting your resources. So my one recommendation for you is just make sure you're pushing through and finishing up these farms so you can start getting those GLs. And with that, saving your Zetas. So that's kind of what I'm thinking there. Any questions any other thing that you have? Otherwise, I've got to get to Mahirlo here because oops, I didn't mean to exit out of that completely yet. Because there is a story for Mahir. Give Kanan here a second to respond before we jump into story time. Great one. Are you a Datacron guy? The Rey squad. Yeah, so you'll run, at least the way I would see it, I would run Rey, Commander Tano, Ben Solo, Cal Kestis, and then personally, I would throw Ezra Bridger Exile in there and be done. That's just personally what I would do. That's the way I would look at it, is run that with the Rey team. I think that's going to be your best bet. Barris Kron could be nice. I've got to do my thing with Old Man Logan to really kind of deep dive those Krons, but that could work out as well. Great one. No, I probably don't. But so we've got Mahir with 2 straight 199 super chats. First talking about the Oilers and our GOAT, Connor McDavid, and then asking how viable Ewoks are. So, all right, story time with Mahir. This channel does not exist without Mahir. So everybody in chat needs to thank Mahir for this channel. Mahir is one of my friends from, home. I've known Mahir for, I've known him for over 10 years now. And can't say how we met because then that'll get banned off of YouTube and I'll lose everything. But let's just say I've known Mahir for a very long time. And with the one night we were all downtown at a bar and we're playing Star Wars. I'm like, I got to do my Star Wars stuff. And then he and a bunch of other guys are like, Phil plays Star Wars. Phil plays Star Wars too. And that was, years and years ago. And then so this is pre-COVID when all that happened. And then COVID hit and I think I had stopped playing and he started playing again. And he kept messaging me every day telling me to get back into Star Wars, Phil, you need to log in again, need to start playing Star Wars, all this stuff. And so, sure enough, I download Star Wars and Mahir ruins my life. And now here we are 5 years later streaming at 12:21 on a Friday night. So Mahir was there for the start of it. He was there for the start. He's been there for the start of it. So here is Mahirlo's account. Mahir is the best ships player, as he puts it. He's got all of the greatest ships. To quote Mahir, ships are optional in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. The ships are optional in Galaxy of Heroes. He hates ships so much. He hates ships. And it's the funniest thing because he would have all these really good things, but ships are optional. So he just doesn't care about ships. And I know all of you are going to destroy this, but it's so funny. Yeah, he said, trust me, he stands behind it. And his favorite thing that he'll do is his favorite thing to do. So obviously he's sitting in Carbonite 4. So he'll sit there and he'll make fun of me when I'm sweating over a Grand Arena in Kyber 1. And he's like, Phil, I finished my GAC in 1 minute. Ships totally optional, completely avoid. See, stop donating. Stop donating. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this, Mahir. I'm just going to send it back to you anyway. You're just going to see a Venmo request. Go straight to your FanDuel account. But he has, it is the thing. We can, joke all we want, but for it, for how much he puts into the game, 8.9 million with, 7 GLs. I mean, that's not nothing, right? It's not nothing. Completely avoidable. Trying to bait a roster review. Well, let's go review these Ewoks here. You still don't have a full relic team of Ewoks when so we were in this guild together for a little bit, and Mahir took his Chirpa and Wicket to relic levels. And this is back when our guild was so small that if you did a relic upgrade, our guild leader would be like, good job. And so Mahir took his chief Chirpa to relics, and our guild leader flipped out at him. He was so pissed, and then he went and did Wicket just to piss him off further. And so we all got in chat and we're like, good job, Mahir. And then he came back laughing at all of us because they were required for Leia. So he did the 2 Ewoks he needed. that was the fun. That guild. We would get banned from YouTube if we told the stories from that guild. That guild's chat was unhinged, man. Oh my god. So yes, his Ewoks. Listen, he got his Ewoks. But if I was Mahirlo right now, I would be. So you're actually not that far away from Spectre, all things considered. We're pretty close on the Spectre. Now you don't have Ezra Bridger Exile, so we got to get working on. I don't know. Is Conquest optional as well? Is Conquest also optional? So that would be a good option there. Man, I'm thinking. Oh, see, look. He at least has Relic 7 Inquisitors, and then he's just got Reva sitting here with no mods, no relics, no Zetas, no Omicrons. That's just respect. That's respect. That's a real one for the guild. He definitely earned every single one of those Reva shards. He definitely earned all of those. No, man, I'm trying to think if you... because the only GLs you have left are Lord Vader and Ahsoka. What about... I'm trying to think if we could get you to go for... Balin we're not really close with. Datacron's optional. There's a lot of... the respect I have for you... that you have them at level 0 where you're just nah. There's a level of respect there. That is a level of I could care less. Here, have we thought about... I mean, you just have to farm some shards, man. Like, everything I'm looking at here, you just got to farm some shards. Have you thought about... Do you have Gungans? Gungans? I mean, you just have to farm up some shards for some stuff here. Like, Spectres you seem to be working on for Ahsoka. We could finish our Darth Revan here. You know, that would be helpful. Having him at gear 12 with all the Zetas. So you have the R9s for Ahsoka. So he must be... So he's going for... So Mahir's going for Ahsoka. Gungan's optional. That's fine. That's it. Agnards would disagree with you. Let's see. Yeah, dude. Like, I think... I mean, I don't hate going for Ahsoka at all. I feel like Ahsoka for you makes a ton of sense. She's going to be really, really good for a long time. And hopefully by, you know... I hope you did enough conquest you can at least get Ezra soon. I'm just trying to see what else... Yeah, I was going to say, you're really close, right? You have your Spectres done. You have your Remnants done, right? Yeah, you've got the Remnants done. How many Zetas do you have, Mahir? How many Zetas do you have? Do you have enough Zetas to get, like, Ahsoka? Ezra 300 to 330. Yeah, so you're going to have the full... He's going to have the full Spectre team. So he's going to be good to go. So we're good there. I don't hate that. Yeah, dude, so after Ahsoka, it's really down to if you want to just do another big GL farm in Lord Vader, or adding on to like a Bo-Katan Mandalore or Balin could be really good, or just throw all caution in the wind and be like, I'm going to go get the new Mace Windu and the clone troopers. Sort of kind of up to you in that regard, what you feel like going for. Lord Vader, you obviously still have a lot of work to do because you need the old Bad Batch and the clones, but, you know, who has time to buy a Lightspeed bundle when there's Shohei Ohtani parlays to lay down? If we can... Mahir, what would it take for you to have to farm a ship? If I told you, what would it take for you to farm... Executor. If I could just get you to farm Executor, what would it take? For you to farm Executor, what would it take? How can I convince you to farm Executor? Nothing ridiculous, by the way. I shouldn't say ridiculous. I have a feeling I know where your headspace could go. What could get you to farm Executor? What gets me here to farm Executor? Up here with Agnards. Mahir actually was like, Mahir was aware of Egg because he's a Reddit guy. So Mahir's like, Phil, you got to meet Agnards, and I was like, I talk to him every day. What would get Mahir to farm Executor? I know he's going to come up with something really, really that I'm not going to be able to do. Or is he, oh gosh. Non-negotiable. Why did you super... I'm going to punch you the next time I see you. I'm going to punch Mahir the next time I see him. Literally super chatting. Just, he knows it pisses me off. That's why he does it. I will... I will put a Penn State to win a title future down with you if you agree and show proof that you farm Executor. If you get Executor, I'll just leave it at Executor, which is like the easiest one. I will put down a future. Oh, I will put down that future with you. In a unit of my, in my unit, not in your level of units. The great one coming in with a 199, joining in on the fun of, he wants to get punched in the face, apparently. Because you guys, this is nothing. You guys have me here and I in our group chat just, oh my god. Our group we would get NSA regularly is checking in on our group chat. It's a national security threat. You ever see those memes where it's like when you get called into an HR meeting and your boss is like, says your gamer tag and you're cooked. Like, if they said our group chat name, I would just know I was cooked. But no, Mahir, you let me know how I can ever get you to just farm Executor of all things. Because that's such a hard thing to ask. But I did see the glue up here with a asking for a roster review, so we got to move on to the glue, Mahir. Mahir, I wish you had told me you were closer to Ahsoka. In our group chat, we never talk about Swago. That's the funniest part. All right, Glue, what are we thinking here, boss man? What are we thinking, Glue? 10K subs. Oh, 10K subs, and I'll start minimal effort on Executor. There you guys go. 10,000 subscribers. That's actually on me. I got to figure out how the hell to get more of you to subscribe. There you go. 10K subs. All right. Here, there's going to be a whole video going into just getting people to subscribe so that way I can get you to start minimal effort on Executor. Whatever minimal effort means. Oh, my God. So we bought 5,000 subs. I'm looking forward to it. Leave you guys in capable hands of Phil here. Mahirlo is out. Thank you, Mahir. Boss man, we will be in touch tomorrow on our degeneracy. All right, Glue. What do we got cooking here, man? What are you thinking with the account? Said one for old time's sake. Where are we at? We've got, let's see, we've got 5 GLs. So what could we be working towards? You've got Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. Yeah, Dust came back just for this. By the way, Wombat, Ali's been doing a better job than you have. Ali, have fun at cookie camp. I'm so glad she made it. Jack Reagan, good stream. Good night, my friend. Cheers. Glue, are you still on, man? What are we doing with the account? Or am I just gonna try and look at it and figure out? Bought the new Bad Batch. Being dead would be peaceful, not gonna lie. Alright, Glue, hold on. Is Glue still not here? I'm trying to see if I can guess what he's working on. I don't see a... I see Padme. There's General Skywalker. Okay. Separatists. What are the bounty hunters looking like? GC Dev, what's going on? Wombat, listen, man. Tomorrow morning, I am up with the girls. You know, you gotta remember, man. I gotta fit this in when I have the. I gotta fit this stuff in when I have the time. Maybe tomorrow night if you're around. If I can sneak away again, maybe we could do it then. Well, we had it going, and then Wombat started ghosting and playing Genshin instead of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Wombat had his usual, got super hyped into Swago, and then started ghosting again. So, Glue, man, if you're still watching, I'm just guessing. I feel like you're going for Lord Vader based on all of the, like, you've got Gear 12 on Padme, you've got Gear 12 on General Skywalker, you bought the Bad Batch bundle, I think you even, like, you've got ARC Trooper Relic 7, Echo Relic 7, like, you bought those new bundles. So it just kind of leads me to believe that Lord Vader's your path. Right? Because, like, there's no reason to have Gear 12 on Padme and General Skywalker because they take Kyrotech. It's not like they are, what's the word here? Like, they take Kyrotech before their finisher pieces, so you don't really want to be investing in them unless you're, like, committed to it. Oppo, CX2, Disguise Clone, Scorch. Yeah, I feel like you're going for Lord Vader, which I don't hate. I will say I noticed your ships, Leviathan. I would argue that I would want Leviathan to get to 7 stars soon, because it's significantly better with 7 stars. So, Glue, if you're still kind of paying attention here, let's try to get that thing to 7 stars as soon as we can. Next thing here I want to look at and think about is, so we have, where's our rebels at? So Drogon is there. So I would also consider getting Leia if I was you. Leia, like, we're a little bit too close to just, like, not mention it, right? Like, I get that, oh, well, you know, Drogon, and, you know, I'm sure you'd have, you know, Scout Troopers, probably another one in that category. But, like, you have Nisa at Relics as well. So, like, I feel like getting your, I feel like Leia, you've got Jabba, you've got JML. Leia makes a lot of sense. Again, giving you a really good GL, kind of, giving you that quote-unquote trump card for GAC and whatnot. So I would definitely consider, excuse me, definitely consider adding Leia to your farming plans. Okay, good. We've got Commander Tano. I would be curious on your Zeta and gear situation on if Malicos could be a thing that you could pull off or not. Again, just from a curiosity perspective, Malicos is very good. Gives you kind of a holdover team for a little bit. Depending if you have stuff like burning a hole in your pocket, you need to get rid of it. Okay, we got Jabba. And then what about just JMK stuff? Cody, Ayla. Okay, so we still have a ways to go there. Yeah, I mean, Glue, I don't know if you're still watching or you fell asleep, whatever. But, just touch base with me in the Discord if you need more info here. I feel like you've got good bones. I hope you're either working on Lord Vader or Leia. Those would be my two biggest things to say, like, hey, let's kind of knock those out of the park. That's kind of where I've been trying to hone in on tonight, has been what players need to have, and building out those GL teams and getting through the journey guide as fast as humanly possible. So I would do that. Ooh, all right, Duskin, to answer your question, no. So, Dust, do you want a, are you, like, what's the, I think you're still on the ally list, man. Oh, sorry, Great White. Let me check the datacrons for you. You've been asking for datacrons on everybody, so I got to show the datacrons. I'd feel remiss if I didn't. So, guys, for the roster reviews, I've just been sticking with channel members and super chats for tonight. So that's been it. So channel member, super chat, that's kind of what I've been sticking with. Just kind of the way that this works for tonight, especially with it being as late as it is. I would end up being here all night doing free reviews, and I do not have that in me. So Dusk, are you officially back playing? Because I saw you were gone for a couple of, like, your account was inactive for a bunch of days, but I couldn't remove it from the list. Where is it at? Nope, there you go. Anzac Galactic Crew. Dusk is back playing. Let's go. All right, man. You've missed a lot. You've absolutely missed a lot, but hey, that's semantics. You have a 7-star Scorch? Where the hell did this come from, and why do I not know about this? When did you get all this? You got a 330 pull? No. Dude, that's ridiculous. Okay, so if you got a 330 pull for that, are you going for... Yeah, seriously. Guy was absent for like a week and gets a 330 pull. I know you were absent. I was paying attention. Just because you left the Discord doesn't mean that I wasn't looking. So, Dusk, here's the thing. Are you thinking of going for Lord Vader now, or are you thinking of trying to go for Ahsoka? Is that, like, does Lord Vader enter the conversation for you because you does Lord Vader enter the conversation because you got Scorch? Yeah, I think I would agree. I was gonna say, I hope you were gonna say Lord Vader first. I think that makes a lot of sense, particularly with the raid coming up. I feel like that would be your best plan of attack there. You'll make the most out of what you're gonna get. Yeah, the Marauder is really nice. It still is one of the better ships. So yeah, if you like getting the Marauder, getting your Bad Batch up. Do you have a lot of like? Looks like you're closing in on being done with the original guys. So that's good news there. Look at those Datacrons, by the way. Holy cow. He's even got one of the new ones. Dust takes some Datacrons pretty seriously then. I don't even have a new one unlocked yet. Yeah, I would... The only other thing I'd maybe think about for you is you've eventually got to consider building your Leviathan. Right? Do you have Leviathan, or have I just missed it? Are we still working towards Leviathan? Oh, excuse me. Can you not farm Leviathan? Or, like, are you just waiting to start the event? Unlocking it soon. Okay, nice. Nice. Yeah, I would Dusk, I would say go for Lord Vader and get your dark side clones. You've got a raid team then, you've got the best team. Wombat, no, save your relics. Just save your relics for now, Wombat. You'll thank me later. 20 shards for Dagger, Dusk. Okay, alright, that makes sense. 20 shards for Dagger. So yeah, once that's 7-star, then you're good to go. So are you going to try to get that before the next event? Like next month? I think it's going to be in like the middle of the month or whatever. So hopefully you get that done before then, just so you can unlock that ship as soon as possible. Do you have any crystals saved to level it up immediately? Be at Dusk. I think Lord Vader to clones and then getting Leia. And then obviously working on your Leviathan, making sure we get that done. Okay, nice. Yeah. Yeah, once you get that, you're going to be in really good shape then. Yeah, even just 5 stars. I mean, listen, it's not... Is it going to be as good as the 7? No way. But it'll be... I would just throw it on defense, let your opponent kind of figure it out. I think it took me 2 months of, like, the first month, I think I just barely got it to 5. And then I was able to bring it up to 7 the next month, but I didn't, like... I, like, cut out all of my spending so I could get that done. Did I have Leia? I meant Ahsoka, sorry. It's 12:50. Give me a break. Gotta take it easy on me. I'm an old man. Ugh. Yeah. That's a good sign, though. Alright, man. Dusk, dude, it's so good seeing you in chat again. Nick Bednar, yes, you missed Mahir's glorious roster. You missed Mahir's glorious roster. So I'm gonna just kind of say thank you all for coming out. I'm going to close this stream down unless there's another member or super chat for a roster review. Otherwise, I'm going to get my old ass to bed. I'll be up early with some girls. Yeah, Bednar. Nick Bednar's also I love that it's just your real name, Bednar. But yeah, Bednar plays soccer with me here, and I mean they went to elementary school together, but I've known them for like 10 years now, over 10 years. But no, yeah, guys, make sure you sub. Wombat, we'll talk. We'll make sure that we talk about all the crap that you want to do. But no, I appreciate all of you guys hopping on for stream. Like, subscribe, comment. I love you all. I will see you all in the next video. Seriously, guys, I appreciate everything. You all are the best.